District public schools are the heart of all communities. In Arizona, every school district has a school board to oversee it and a superintendent to manage and run the daily operations. Members of the school board live in the district and are elected by the local community every other year in November. They are unpaid and volunteer their time to serve on the school board. One of the school board's most important jobs is to develop and advocate a vision for education that aligns with the community needs and priorities and leads to success for each and every student in the district. The school board also sets the policies and adopts the budget they believe will lead to student success. They do this work at official school board meetings, which are open to the public, and that includes families, staff, students, and members of the community. Information about the time, location, and agenda for school board meetings can be found on the district website, and notice must be posted at least 24 hours prior to the start of the meeting.
It's important to understand that the school board's authority comes only when the individual members of the school board are acting and making decisions as a group at a school board meeting. An individual member can't make a decision for the district on their own, just like a state legislator or a member of Congress can't pass a law on their own. Each board member brings to the board table their own set of values and experiences. They also bring their own understandings of what the community wants from its schools and for its children. Those understandings often come from conversations with community members who have thoughts and ideas about the schools or the school system. Board members often hear from individuals who work for the district as well. Developing these relationships and understandings is an important part of being a school board member. They enable board members to be true representatives of the community and make decisions that value and reflect community priorities. School board members want to hear from you. Of course, there are some limitations on what school boards and individual school board members can and can't do. And often there are better and more efficient ways to get problems solved and concerns addressed than through the school board. Let's look at some examples.
Children, our students, are the focus of all we do as a school district and as school district leaders. So it's not surprising that issues most commonly brought by families to members of the governing board are related to students. These concerns are sometimes raised at an official meeting of the full board, but more often, they are brought to the attention of an individual board member through an email, by phone, or in person, at a district event, or in the community, the grocery store, the gym, or the post office. Sometimes the family member's concern has to do with the teacher or another staff member the student interacts with. Sometimes it has to do with the actions or behavior of another student. Whatever the issue related to their student, it's concerning enough to the family member to bring it to the people seen as the highest level of leadership in the district, the governing board. It's natural to want to go straight to the top. While there's generally no harm in this approach, it's important to remember that board members do not solve the individual problems, and ultimately such issues will be resolved at a level much closer to the student. Also, because the governing board only has one employee, the superintendent, whose job is to manage the district and its staff, board members can be helpful in providing information. But the role when it comes to resolving issues like this will be limited. If you bring the issue to an individual board member, here's what you can expect. The board member will listen respectfully and possibly take notes, provide an overview of the district's concern and complaint policy and procedure, which by the way was adopted by the school board for purposes just like this, share the information with the superintendent to ensure they are informed, invite you to follow up if needed. Don't be surprised if the board member doesn't share an opinion with you on the matter. They will need to remain impartial in the unlikely event that the issue comes before the board in the future. Individual board members will follow a similar process with different staff and community members who bring a specific concern or complaint.
Of course, it's not just complaints and concerns that come to individual board members. Often, board members are approached with thoughts, ideas, and suggestions for improving the district and student outcomes in the future. These ideas may come from families, students, district employees, members of the community, local businesses and nonprofits, members of the faith community, and even political organizations. Their thoughts and ideas could require changes to programs, curriculum, policies, and budgets, or even to the district's mission, vision, and goals, all areas the school board would need to take action on for change to occur. If you bring such a thought, idea, or suggestion to an individual board member, the board member may simply thank you for your input. They may ask to learn more about the specific changes you'd like to see. And they may connect you with a superintendent who can provide background on the topic. Individual school board members may also advocate to the full board at a regular board meeting that the board take up the topic on a future agenda. However, be aware that a board member cannot promise action or even promise consideration by the board of a particular topic. Again, the school board's authority comes only when the individual members of the school board are acting and making decisions together as a group at a publicly noticed meeting of the board. And this includes the topic they, as a board, agree to consider. Also, don't be surprised if the board member doesn't share an opinion with you on the matter. Should the matter come before the board, it is important for all board members, including the one you reached out to listen to all the facts and perspectives of other board members, district staff, and the community before making a decision.
Of course, another opportunity for the public, and that includes families, staff, students, and the community, to speak to school board members is at an official meeting of the school board. Special time is set aside within school board meetings to hear from members of the public about issues of the board's agenda or other topics that may be on their mind. This time is included on the agenda and is called Call to the Public. Some people call it public comment, and others refer to it as a call to the audience. It is a time when individuals may speak to the board on any topic related to the work of the district, items on the board's official meeting agenda, and even items that aren't on it. There are time limits for speakers that apply. While public meetings provide an excellent opportunity to let the full board hear what you have to say, Arizona's open meeting law does not allow the board to respond to those comments if the issue you raise is not on the formal agenda. Here's what you can expect. All members to listen respectfully during your allotted speaking time. The board president to inform you when your allotted speaking time is over. The board president or another member of the board may instruct the superintendent to follow up with you regarding the issue and provide details about the process to get the issue resolved. We hope this information on engaging with the school board and its members has been helpful. Thank you for caring about our students and community and your interest in engaging with the school board to ensure each and every student has what they need to succeed.